Hi, guys. Got some very noisy dogs in here, or a noisy dog. You right there? Gave her some toys to play with, keep her distracted, but now she's making noise. Hi, everyone. Lots of people waiting. 16 people are sitting here. Hi, Marlena. Hi, Monique. Hi, Miss A. Hi, Lana. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Elise. Hi, guys. Have you got any questions? Let's have a look from the top. Hang on. Hi, Loz. Thank you in advance for the answer. Part one, my self-concept is on point. I don't get triggered of major things. Wonderful. The thing is, I can't change the old story. I understand. I'm not obsessed. Yes. Part two, impossible. Feel something relating with the person, what I want to manifest. Have the feeling nobody bother like me. I'm fine with my life. A lot of projects, but the old story is there. Try every technique. No feeling, no desire. Now watch him. But I am in the state. I am good. I am beautiful. I'm the best. I am scared about what my brain is telling me. A lot of man, what me, but I am no. They too less for me. I don't really understand this, Melina. I see a circumstance not favorable with SP and it was immovable. Look and say, no, I'm the best. So can you tell me what I miss? Thank you. Love you. Waiting for the masterclasses. Oh, good. Darling, from what I'm understanding is you're seeing unfavorable circumstances, but you're feeling good within your self-concept, but it's still throwing you the 3D. Is that what you're trying to say? The 3D is still throwing you? Yes, you look at it and you say, it doesn't matter what this is old thoughts manifest, my old self-concept manifest, my old thinking that he doesn't want me, etc. Sorry, it's this dog playing with toy. Right? Be nice, no fighting. So is that the problem here, darling? You're trying every technique, no feeling, no desire. Now watch him. I'm on the state of good. I'm beautiful. I am scared about my brain is telling me. Or are you saying you don't want them anymore? If you don't even want your SP anymore, darling, that's kind of good. That's a bit of indifference. When you're working on your self-concept a lot and you don't even want them anymore, that's a sure sign that you've really worked on your self-concept. So is that what you're saying? Either you're saying you're being thrown by the 3D and what to do, or you're saying you don't care about them anymore, you're not thinking of them. Either way, nothing is impossible to you, and everything that's showing up in the 3D right now is a manifestation of your old thoughts. I've got two dogs chasing each other. Good to see. What are you two doing? What's happening there? What's going on? You see these dogs? What are you doing? What's happening? You guys see those dogs? Having a great time. Oh, God. Oi, be quiet, you two. What are you doing? Nutcases. Sorry, guys. Molly's having time of her life, having a little friend here. She's been so sad since Sappy died. You having fun, are you? Oh, that's good. Hang on. So, Marlena, tell me if I answered your question, darling. Either way, if the 3D is throwing you, don't worry about it. It's just your old thoughts manifest. And if you don't care about your SP anymore, that means your self-concept's working. Okay? And not getting triggered is wonderful. Hey, Loz, I know my SP loves me and has feelings for me, but just won't commit. Then I found out that while we were seeing each other, he went on a Tinder date and asked his ex out for dinner. All right. So you've got a story that he doesn't want commitment with you. He loves you, but he doesn't want commitment with you. So he loves you, but he wants other girls. So if you hold a story they don't want commitment, they won't commit, and they'll either not commit to you and be dating other people, not commit to you and go on Tinder. Either way, if you're holding the story that they're not the commitment type or they don't want commitment just with you, then they won't want commitment with you and they'll do that kind of thing. Change that story about him, please. That's the story you're holding and he'll play it out, like go on Tinder. Well, I've messed up, don't worry. I got triggered with SP because he hadn't spoken for a week and upset me. We got into an argument and he ended up blocking me for some reason. I'm not that bothered. For some reason, not that bothered? Well, good. I'm not sure if it's because I know it's me who caused it. Yes, I know he'll come back. What to do? I've never been blocked before. Do I still live in the end? I love and miss him. Look, until this year, I've never been blocked either. I've never had anyone do that to me my whole life. I was like, when someone did that to me this year, I was like, who fucking does this as an adult? I just find it the fucking strangest action to take. Okay. When they do that, guys, just be like, oh, they're a triggered bitch about something. I guess they're triggered about something. They'll figure it out and they'll be back. You know what I mean? Like, just see them as figuring it out, coming back. They just got triggered by something. They got triggered by you. Yeah, okay, you caused it because you thought you might have upset them, or you thought you said the wrong thing, or you thought they wouldn't like what you said, or you thought they'd react badly, and they did. Okay, they played that out. Now see you and them together as unblocked and together. Lana, hello, Loz. Was manifesting my ex back and he texted me saying he misses me and bluntly asked if I got into a relationship while we're apart. Oh, it was so weird of him, to be honest, and kept making excuses to talk to me every day. And now we do, but we're a little confused about our situation. Don't worry, darling. He gets jealous and protective and flirts with me, but because I said I want a deep connection before I get into another relationship, we basically have no label. My question is, what do I do to keep good things going and turn it into a successful, happy relationship? What mindset or assumption should I have? Also, Loz, how can I make him more expressive about his feelings and more romantic? I want him to take me out on dates and spoil me, just love me deeply. Okay, so why are you putting needing labels, needing him to show you? If he's acting that way and you're needing validation, like I want you to lock this down, I want this to be a thing, I want you to verbalize your feelings, I want you to verbalize what we are, what you're doing is you're needing validation from him, and what you really should be doing is validating yourself. So a lot of you are seeking for them to claim you. And the very need for that, like the need of like, why won't you choose me? Why haven't you chosen me yet? Is because you don't feel chosen yet, because you don't feel committed to yet, because you don't feel like this is something yet. You don't feel locked down yet. You don't feel like you're claimed yet. You've got to do that yourself, and then they'll reflect it. So asking him or telling him you want something concrete or want something serious is not going to make any difference, because that's kind of saying, I feel insecure in the way we are now, and I want you to lock this down. I need verbal reassurance from you, and I need you to show me off and claim me, putting a fucking flag in the ground to show me that you love me. You need to be able to do that for yourself. Believe that they love you. Believe they're committed to you. Believe they've claimed you in yourself, and then they will in return as a reflection of what you already think they think of you. You understand? Asking him or telling him how you want it to be is not going to make any difference, because you're basically verbalizing your insecurity there. You understand, Lana? So see you two as fully committed, see him as claiming you, see him taking you out on dates, see him doing and being all the things you want him to be for you, and he will. But telling him how to do it isn't going to make any difference. Hi, Victoria. Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hang on. This has just massively jumped. No, I don't care what he do. Oh, what do you say, Melina? It is like I see, but it's me, just me. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, Melina. Then if you don't care what he's doing, great. Hang on, Lana. Also, Loz, how can I make, oh, I saw that. So make him more expressive by imagining him expressing to you. Write script things you want him to say to you. Beautiful, expressive feelings. Hi, Loz. I hope you're doing good. There is this guy who is very flirty with me, and I really like him, but he's flirty with everyone. Don't say that. How can I change that? How can I make him contact me? Stop saying he's flirty with everyone. Just decide he's just flirty with you. Stop seeing him as flirty with everyone. Just decide he's not flirty with everyone. That's a whole lot of I'm not chosen, or he isn't choosing me thinking. He flirts with everyone. Stop saying that. See him as only flirting with you. See him or hear him saying something to you like, I don't want other girls, I only want you. Part 1, hello, Loz. SP just started going to the gym, but the girl he was seeing, who he left me for once, but then he left her again for me, is a personal trainer there, trying not to get triggered. Look, guys, look, sometimes it's like there to test you to see how much you're really not going to react. I'm not saying the universe is testing you, but if someone's in their reality still, that's like an ex, and you think you can handle it, but it will really fucking trigger you when they're still there. That's what happened to me in my old SP. I thought I was handling it. I thought it was all good, and then it triggered me again after a year, right? So that's a whole lot of you haven't chosen yourself. You haven't figured out your chosen stuff, because she shouldn't bother you so much if you felt chosen by him. She shouldn't bother you so much if you and yourself feel enough. If you and yourself put yourself on such a pedestal that you know that you are the only choice, wouldn't matter how many exes are in the gym. She wouldn't be a threat to you. Do my I am chosen sleep tape, and I'm a priority sleep tape, and use the affirmations in that, Elise, darling. Hi, Loz. I haven't been here in forever, but last time I updated you, I crossed paths with SP. We didn't talk, but who cares? And it was like hello movement, but I was at an event where all his friends were, and maybe him were, only saw them, and got super anxious, scared that I left the line I was in. I'm trying to figure out if maybe I'm scared, not ready to see him, because I fear he won't reflect the new me. What do you think? Of course they reflect the new you. I'm thinking I've got to work on I'm in charge. He has to reflect the new me. Also, was this movement so I continue what I've been doing? Because chances are he was there too. I'm not beating myself up about it though, even though I got anxious. I'm getting better. Wonderful, darling. Look, a bit of anxiety won't matter. And I decided it doesn't matter. He got scared in his mind, plus pretty sure his friends told him I was there. Just a friend but he don't know that, haha. So I'm telling myself he's thinking about me right now. Wonderful. PS, working on being in the state way more. I just don't want to be anxious anymore or scared. That's great, darling. So working on your anxiety is obviously working because you might have reacted differently ages ago. So just decide that he did see you, or he knew you were there and he was nervous to see you, and he is reflecting the new you, and he's just in awe of you, and he can't stop fucking thinking about you, right? That all the new you is being reflected to him. And that's a wonderful affirmation you said, that the new you is being, what is it? I'm in charge and he has to reflect the new me. That's a wonderful affirmation. Let's all use that. That's great. I'm in charge and he has to reflect the new me. Wonderful. Hi, Davina. Hi, Maddie. Hi, guys. Hi, Nat. Hi, Loz. My dog surgery went well and it was $200 less than I told originally. Oh, wonderful. $200 less, Nat. Wonderful. And not sure if you've seen my comment this morning, SP and I going away for 2 nights this week with our kids again. Oh, Nat, no, I didn't see that. Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Morning, Loz. How are you? I'm great, darling. Hello, Loz. Are you launching a new subconcept course anytime soon? Well, I hope it's anytime soon. I have given it to Nahal. She's uploading it to the website. It is finished. I'm just waiting for it to be ready. What is this on my lip? Yes, guys, it's all ready. I'm just waiting for the website to be ready. This is a fortnight, okay? I don't care what you do. Okay, Melanie, that's good. Part 2, okay, I saw release. Hang on. Where am I? Hello, friends. Hi, Topaz. Molly got her friend over. How cute. Yes. Well, now they tuck it out, sitting under the table. Rianne was meant to be moving into a new flat this week, but ended up testing positive for COVID. Oh, no, darling. Lol, I've been slacking big time, but I'm not spiraling and being majorly triggered, so I'm happy. Oh, good, darling. Sometimes being sick, you won't feel like affirming. Don't worry about it. You can be slack. Hi, Loz. I can't believe how our minds work. Before I went to sleep, I asked subconscious to tell me how this situation can work out. The next day, we're completely focused on something else. The answer came. It can happen like that. The answer will just come to you. Absolutely. At a really weird time. Wonderful. That's great. Oh, who sent me a super chat? Who was that? Oh, thanks, Emily. Hey, Loz, me and SP were going good, but I found out he went on a date with a girl and now I'm thrown off. How do I get back on track? It keeps creeping even though he calls me every day. So have you discussed that with him that you know, or you haven't discussed it? Look, it's up to you what you do about that information, if you discuss it with them or not. But either way, darling, that's the old him playing out. Did you ever think he didn't want you? Did you ever think he didn't commit? Did you ever think he didn't want a relationship? Did you ever think he wanted other girls? Did you ever think he was a player? Do you ever think he was not attracted to you? Whatever the story is that you used to hold about him is still playing out in the 3D. So even though they're back, right, sometimes the old them still creeps in, and it's almost there to test you to see, like, are you going to not react? Are you going to be here keeping you cool even though he's done something shitty in your eyes? You're going to be like, nah. So decide that he's just playing it safe because, you know, he wants everything to work out with you, but he's just testing the waters with other girls, you know, because he's so in love with you. He doesn't want to throw himself into being with you just yet, and he's just doing it to distract himself because he's so in love with you. So he doesn't seem too over keen with you. You know what I mean? Like, give it that meaning. Or he's so in love with you, he's just like doing a few more dates before he marries you. You know what I mean? Like, give it excellent meaning. Whatever meaning will help you, give it the meaning that that's all it is. It's nothing, or it's the old him playing out, and that's all it is. And you're not going to be thrown. You're not going to react, and you're going to assume it's you he's choosing, and you are the only logical choice. And do my I'm chosen, I'm priority sleep tapes. And Emily, if you've got any more to add to that, just write it underneath without doing a super chat, darling, if I've answered that question. And if he's calling you every day, get that excellent meaning. He's calling you every day. Doesn't that mean he likes you? Yes. So take everything he's doing, the good things with good meaning, and whatever bad things he's doing, give it another meaning that helps you. When they block you means they love you. If they didn't care, they wouldn't block you in the first place. Exactly, Jess. The only time I've ever blocked anyone in my whole life was I blocked someone on Facebook, an ex of mine, because I didn't want to see him with another girl because another girl's picture popped up, and I was just like, I can't look at this. It's the only reason why I would ever block someone, because I fucking cared. Exactly, Jess, exactly. So give it that meaning. When they block you guys, mean they're madly fucking in love with you. They can't stand to see you. I'm hanging with SP soon. First time since November. I work with him and can tell he loves me by the way he looks at me. Persisted for months, and all the movement came last week. Ah, Daddy J, really? All the movement came last week? Ah. Wonderful. Hey, Loz, I've been into the law for 6 months, manifesting SP, gone hardcore on childhood beliefs, changing the old story, but I'm starting to notice the time and beating myself up that there's no, don't you say there's no movement? What the fuck is that on me? A bug. Don't you say there's no movement in the 3D at all. I do have a belief that it will fail. Well, then it will. Could this be what's stopping any movement? Darling, if you've been studying the law, it's the law of assumption. What are you assuming? You are assuming, and it's become a belief that it will fail. Well, what do you fucking think it's going to happen? Guys, what you dominantly assume, what you dominantly believe will manifest. That's the law, isn't it? So stop fucking saying it's going to fail. Read what you just wrote. God damn it. You're amazing, Laws. You taught me a wonderful way of life with self-concept. I love you so much now. Oh, myself. I love myself so much now. Oh, so wonderful. I love myself so much now. That's a great thing to say about yourself, yes. Oh, what's this? Before I missed the message before, so Loz, I had a wonderful, loving message from my ESP telling me how much he misses me and thinks of me all the time. I followed your instructions to the T. You're amazing, Loz. Oh, wonderful. See, that's what you're talking about. Oh, congratulations. Telling me how much you miss me and thinking me all the time. I followed your instructions to the T. Oh, wonderful. Great. Hang on. Oh, fuck. This just jumped massively. So, Emily, have I answered your question? Yeah, I have. Hang on. Yeah, I have what? Did you tell me something else? Hey, Loz, I hope you're having a lovely night. I am, Georgia. Thank you, darling. It gets me down that everyone in the groups are manifesting so quickly. I'm really starting to stress myself out. Need some advice, please. Well, Marie, is you the same person who said there's no movement? Yeah, I just said to you, you know why it's stopping, because you're fucking saying that. Stop saying it. Hi, Loz. I remember my once a week colleague who used to chase like a desperate bitch until. Hi, Loz. Remember my once a week colleague who used to chase like a desperate bitch until December? Well, he's literally worshipping me now, and any minute he's confessing his feeling. It's coming. Oh, baby, really? How I wish I knew all this stuff when I met my SP years ago. Oh, no. Don't beat yourself up. I blocked my ISP. You know it now. Now you know better. You do better. I blocked my ISP. His mum said no for our marriage. What should I do? Imagine yourselves married. Imagine she's on board. Imagine she approves of you. Imagine being married to them. Doesn't matter what you've heard, what they've said, who approved, who didn't approve. Doesn't matter. Hey, Loz, do you think the honeymoon phase, because people are high in their self-concept in the relationship and it fades when doubts and insecurities surface? Yes. To get back to that and who they, where's the rest of that? Were in the honeymoon phase, do we just need to change the story again and see them like that again and seeing yourself in that queen energy again? Probably a silly question. No, that's an excellent question. I think that's why people have that honeymoon phase. And then when like there's a sense of like comfortability that happens and familiarity that happens when the honeymoon phase is kind of over, right? And then when you settle into that kind of sitting in your PJs and watching Netflix and not going out and not dating and, you know, everything's kind of same sometimes, then that's when your insecurities might kick in. Like, oh, doesn't he care about me? He doesn't take me on dates anymore. Or is this all this is? Or he doesn't cuddle me as much as he used to. And then your insecurities kick in because the thing got comfortable and familiar and then you got insecure. So you've got to think it back to, no, he's always taking me on dates. It's like we've just met. He's so mad in love with me. You've got to think that. But people read into the change, which is just familiarity and kind of nesting. And I think that's why. Never thought about it before, but that's probably why. Because the nesting stage can trigger some people into thinking it's not working or it's going bad. I'm no longer the same person as I was when I first started, making me emotional to know and see that. Oh, wonderful, Heidi. That's great. You're so right. I probably would not have lasted as long. Thank you so much. You reading my comment made me feel like you're proud of me. It means a lot because you've helped me so much. I'm no longer the same person I was when I first started. It makes me emotional to see and know that. Oh, that's wonderful, Heidi. Wonderful. Yes, I hope we're all not the same person we were when we started discovering this, guys. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back, please. Hang on. Sarah, hi Loz. I've been in no contact with my SP for 5 months now. I haven't even seen him once since the breakup. Haha. I've been working a lot on my self-concept. Also, I have been affirming with his pictures. Wonderful, darling. And it's kind of working out pretty good for me. Well, that's great. If you want to use their picture guide, talk to their picture, talk to photos you've got in your phone, talk to their social media pictures if you want to. Do it. If it works for you, fucking do it. Faye, hey Loz, I've been doing really well. Affirmations, living in the end and getting indifferent. And then when I'm like comfy, 3P and old story pops up. What the hell? Oh, look, guys, it can happen sometimes. It just pop back in your brain. It's just like You get a bit lazy, you get a bit lackadaisical, you're not affirming as much because you feel kind of safe and secure in your thinking. And then it's like your subconscious sees a little hole in the opening of the fence. It's like, can slip in. Let's just throw some negative thoughts in there. Some doubts and insecurities. We're going to creep back to the old us. Ha ha! We got in. We snuck past because the guard fell asleep. That's all it is. It's just your old thoughts manifest again. It's just trying to creep back in. Your subconscious wants to go back to the old person that thought you were. It formed you. That's all it is. What are you doing down there? You're going to nest, Ollie. So don't worry about that, Faye, and don't be thrown by it. Hey, first of all, thank you for the stream. Second of all, I can't let go of the old story with SP 100%, and revising doesn't work that well for me. It is already way better, but I want to manifest admission to a certain university, but my grades aren't good enough. What can I do? Just see yourself at that university, darling. Doesn't matter about the grades. Decide they let you in because of your personality or something, okay? Or they liked your creative portfolio or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter about the grades, or you got enough grades, or they changed the grading system, or something happened. You don't have to worry about how. Just imagine it's possible and see yourself at that university. See yourself walking around the college campus, see yourself in the jumper, see yourself telling people, going to proms there or whatever they do, events there, see yourself there, okay? As far as this old story with SP, sometimes, guys, the old story doesn't go 100%. Don't worry about it. So long as you're thinking more new story thoughts, that's all that matters. You're kind of pouring the water into the glass that's full of oil, and some of the oil still, there's some remnants in there. It doesn't matter. Don't think you understood. I discovered a belief from childhood that I am a failure, not directly belief, but the law won't work, is that I am a failure. Oh, okay. So, Marie, if you've got this belief that everything always fails because when you're a child, you've believed you're a failure or someone told you you're a failure, then that's going to dominantly impact you when you're trying to succeed at something because you're going to think, oh, I'm going to fail at this too. So now you've discovered that belief, you can say, everything works out for me. I don't do things wrong. I don't fuck things up. That's the old me. The old me used to be scared of failing. I'm not scared of failing anymore. I know I'm a success. I'm a roaring success. Everything fucking works out for me. I'm not the old girl I used to be. I don't think those thoughts anymore. I banish those from my mind. That's the old me. Fuck those thoughts. Hi, Loz. I'm a bit of a silent viewer and come on the lives every now and then, but I just want to let you know that your advice has fully changed my life. I was so lost with law of attraction crap. Oh, wonderful, Ellie. Hey. Fuck, hello, hey, darling. Wonderful, Ellie. That's great. Where's Patrick? For so long, and once I found you, everything changed. Since watching you, I managed to manifest a new house, a perfect relationship, an SP, and also a successful career and lots of other things too. Oh, I just want to say thank you so much for all your help. Oh, wonderful, darling. All those things. Holy shit. Perfect relationship, an SP, and a successful career, and a house. Oh my God. That's wonderful, darling. Oh, you did that. Hooray. Keep doing whatever you're doing, darling. It's working. Hi, Loz. Do I need to get rid of old stories of family members or just change my assumptions of them? Either. Just change your assumption if you can just do that, or get rid of the old story. Either way it works. If you just assume new about them, that's revising the old story anyway. I can say, oh, they used to be so critical of me. They never criticize me anymore. They're so encouraging. That's kind of two birds with one stone. You're getting rid of the old story by saying they used to be like this. I remember when they used to be so critical. Look at them now. They always encourage me. And do that I remember when. It's a good way to revise. Okay, that's getting rid of the old story and affirming and seeing the new them, assuming the new them. Hang on, where am I? Kez, I'm affirming for self-concept. Can I affirm for SP, a home and money at some time? Yes, darling, I would rather you didn't just focus on your SP. That's wonderful. Or is it too much? No, and I should focus only on one thing. Guys, when your self-concept improve, it's like a tide raises all ships, right? As your self-concept raises, all the ships in the sea raise. Money, career, SP, committed relationship, family relationships, friends, work relationships, everything improves because everyone's reflecting your new self-concept. How many affirmations at a time should I do? Maybe do 5 for each thing. Some for career, some for money. But either way, if you're just working on a self-concept, it'll improve. Oh, thanks, Sue, darling, with the super chat. Did you have a question? I lovely of you. Hang on, where am I? My SP's married. They are separated, though, for over a year. How do I go around this? Because I want him. Well, do you have a belief that even though he's separated from her, he won't commit to you? Then he won't. See you and him together, regardless of whatever his story is. Oh, I've only got out of a marriage. I'm not ready to settle down yet. Whatever the fuck he's told you is your thoughts out of his mouth. right? So see you and him together, okay? And work on a self-concept, feeling chosen by him, because obviously you chose a person who was married, or you married. So when you've met them and they're separated but still married, I reckon there's still a bit of I'm not chosen thinking in there, even to have chosen a person who's separated but not divorced yet, because I've done that. And then that person becomes a constant threat in your mind, or the idea of them never committing to you becomes a constant threat in your mind, because that's reflecting your I'm not chosen shit. I'm not good enough to be the next relationship shit. Okay. Okay, I'll tell it to F off. Good, Faye. Oh, you're amazing. I was going to affirm he is the same wonderful man he was when I met him, and that our relationship is as beautiful as then. And remember how amazing I am like I used to love you. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Guys, go back to that honeymoon phase. Remember when they brought you flowers and told you you're beautiful and sent you texts, like I think about my old SP and the beautiful things he used to send me. You think, oh, that was so sweet to me. That was so this and so that. Think them as them back to that. Mhm. Also, SP and I just started talking again. After 6 months, he will even tell me to have a good day almost every day and says he misses me and flirts. Oh, Elise, I'm yet to have a reunion, but I'm hopeful and affirming. Don't worry about hope, darling. You don't need hope. It's working, okay? You know it's working. Get rid of the hope and decide that you are back together, okay? That's leading to that. But that's the end you're going to. Wonderful, darling. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, SP came back after 7 months. We were planning to see each other, having very intimate phone calls, but then he said he slept with someone while we had been talking. Self-concept is good. Don't worry about it, darling. It's probably the old him playing out. I got triggered and explained how I felt, and he was so horrible to me, told me to go be with someone else. Oh, no, darling. Okay, so you've obviously got a story that he wants other people, or he's not going to choose you, or he's a flirt, or he's a player, or he's a fuck boy, or he wants other girls, or he doesn't want you, or there's something going on. I don't know what happened. I got triggered and explained how I felt. Look, guys, sometimes they'll just play out the old them that you thought of them like before. And you just think, fuck. And then you get triggered and you think, and then something comes out your mouth and then you feel like you fucked it up. I can't fuck this up. He wants me and only me. He was only doing that to try and figure out if he wanted to be with me. He was just playing the field to be Mr. Tough Guy because he was feeling all mushy about me. He was falling in love with me all over again. Wait, shut up. Right? So just give it good meaning, okay, and decide whatever he said is just the old him playing out because you thought he was a player before. You thought he didn't want you before. That's all that is, okay? Well, as you're ignoring me, I posted my question twice. Oh, no, Vicky, hang on. Who sent me this chat? Oh, Bibi, do you have a question? You're number one. Oh, darling, thank you so much. Have you got a question, Bibi, darling? Now, where is this question, Vicky? Hang on, Vicky. You got a green V. Let me go up. Oh, it's obviously jumped. Oh, hang on. I've missed a few here. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it jumps and then the whole page jumps. Where is it, Vicky? I can't bloody see it, darling. Vicky, I can't see it at all. It's not even there. You might have written it at the beginning of the chat and it's not there anymore. Hang on. Can't wait to come with my success story to get the Loz cheer. Yes, Heidi. Hey, Loz, is this the only UK time live you do? I mean, missing notifications, yes. So on YouTube, yes, it's the only one. Okay, otherwise around this time on TikTok or Facebook. Friday. Hi, Loz. I've been affirming for SP to contact me and ask me on a date, and I have this feeling like I know he is thinking about me and missing me deeply. Anything else I can do to make it better? We'll see you and them together, darling, because a date is just a date. It doesn't ensure a relationship, does it? So go right to the end of seeing you together in a relationship. That's kind of steps. But you can, if you want to do that, and imagine the date, imagine what he'd say, imagine where you'd go, imagine how it would play out if you really want to. Vicky, I can't see the question, darling. Repeat it, will you? Have I missed anybody else here? I think I didn't miss anybody else there. Hang on, I'm going back to where I was. Master of manifesting. I found a perfect affirmation. It synced into my subconscious. Doesn't mean that it's done and accepted. Yes, darling, say that. Absolutely. Canoe, I'm scared to look if SP sent me messages because if you don't, I'll be sad. Well, that's you thinking that's not going to be there. The message isn't going to be there. You're anticipating being hurt before it's even happened, darling. Stop thinking that. Even if you look at your phone, there's no message there. Be like, oh, he always sends me such beautiful messages. Oh, what a gorgeous message. He's so romantic with me. And then put the phone down. Pretend if you have to. Do that thrown by it. Loz, SP's acting distant with me. You're thinking that and having a hard time not thinking anything of it. Well, you're imagining he's distant, and therefore he's distant. Guys, if you think they're distancing, they fucking will. Start saying the complete opposite. He's always coming towards me. He's always calling me. He's always being so affectionate. He's always telling me how much he loves me. He's always throwing his arms around me. He's doing this. All the stuff that's opposite of distance. You're imagining them distancing, and then they will. Since I found you, I got rid of so many negative people from my life. My mistake to tell them about my manifestation in the first place, but never would have expected their reactions would be so bad. Look, guys, some people can't handle it, and don't worry about it. And that might come from you thinking they wouldn't like it, or they'll think you're a bit different, or they don't like the new you, or they used to people please and overgive, and they don't like that, and they don't like how you're being selfish and looking after yourself and loving yourself. Can be your assumption that people won't like the new you that can do that. What were you thinking? Just decide that they don't care. They love the new you. I found a perfect affirmation. That's great, darling. Rianne, bugger, did you answer about States lost signal? I'll watch back later. I think I did. Sorry to ask, Laws, but can you please help me with affirmations? With the SP that's married but separated, affirmations help me a lot. And I use a blanket self-concept affirmation. I have the most perfect self-concept. Well, that's great. But, darling, see you and them together in whatever situation you want it to be. So if you want to live together, that would imply you guys are fully committed, and or imagine him coming to you saying, yay, I'm divorced, okay? But that divorce doesn't necessarily mean he's fully committed to you. So I would be imagining a ring on your finger. I would imagine you're living together. I would imagine his kids coming over and you being stepmom, or whatever would imply with you and him that he is fully committed to you in a full-blown relationship with you, divorced from her, whatever scenes would imply that. We are so happily, blissfully married, or I am his new wife. He doesn't even remember his old marriage. I'm the only wife he knows. Anything like that would help you, okay? They got divorced so quickly. We're so blissfully, happily coupled up. He's forgotten all about her. Whatever would help you, okay? Hey, Loz, I accidentally manifested getting the C word. Oh, no, SP is now dating the third party. I know it's the old story playing out. I'm going to use his time to up my self-concept, especially now I know I'm really sick. Well, stop saying you're really sick. Oh, the C word doesn't affect me. It's just like a cold to me. It's over in a day. I just have a bit of a cough, that's all. A bit of a sore throat, that's all this is. Like, it just goes away instantly. And then this has given me great time to get my self-concept back on point and know that he loves me, and the third party is just the old 3D playing out when I thought he liked her or thought he didn't want me. Thank you, Loz. Finding your videos and a lot of assumptions, been life-changing. Love you and your videos so much. You forgot to reply to part 2, though. Oh, no, Elise, where's part 2? Ah, shit. Also, SP and I started talking it up 6 months. He'll even tell me to have a good day and almost every day. And he said he misses me, will flirt, and yet to have a reunion, but are hopeful and affirming. Well, that's great, darling. Stop saying hopeful. Are you saying I missed the first part? Guys, a lot of these are missing parts. I don't know why. Lacey, thanks for responding, Lods. Yes, I think it's the story. I have him really trying to change it. We'll get rid of it. So he told me to F off, so I've just taken steps back and left him alone. Well, did you have a story that he's a mean guy, or he's a big flirt, or he's a player, or what's the fucking story there? Love to catch you live. Thank you for all the time you put in to help us. Oh, you're welcome, darling. I had a dream about third party for the first time ever. I never think about her or dream about her. She told me to go away while sitting with SP. Should I take this virtual? And yes, that she's so threatened by you, she tells you to go away. Yes, darling, absolutely. Shush! God damn it. Here you go. Jade, hey, Loz, feeling good. So many things going well. Been leaving SP, trusting the mind creates, but after a couple of weeks, emailed SP saying, not sure how long I can leave, door open. I feel torn. Okay, I said that. It's okay. You say anything, guys. You can say whatever you want and decide that it doesn't matter what you say. You can act like a fucking triggered bitch, say fuck off and die in an email, and he'll still love you. Right? It doesn't matter what you say. But if you worry that you said the wrong thing, if you worry that you shouldn't have sent the email, you worry that it's okay, it won't be okay because that'll play out your lack of faith in what you did and said. The dog's sitting under my feet so I can pat her with my foot. Hey, Loz, feeling good. So many things. Oh, that's great, Jade. Okay, so don't think you've done anything wrong by doing that. Say that was the perfect thing for me to do. So it doesn't matter if we have negative thoughts as long as we fight against it with affirmation. Right? Yes, guys, you're going to get negative thoughts. It's just natural. It's just how your fucking mind works. Don't be thrown if you have a negative thought. Just affirm against it. Why do I always have the need to imagine SP begging for a relationship with me? That's a whole lot of, I want you to fight for me. I want you to choose me. I want you to beg for me. I want you to prove your love for me. If you've got any kind of thinking like, I want to be chosen, begged for, fought for, any of those things, I want you to fight for me. I almost said that to my old SP once, and I'm so glad it didn't come out of my mouth, but that's what I was feeling. I want you to fight for me is very clear. You're not choosing me. I want you to prove it. Begging is the same. I want you to beg for me. I want you to prove it because I don't believe you're choosing me. I don't believe you want me, so I want proof. You got to work on I'm chosen shit. Hi, Pat. First time catching you on YouTube. So excited to see you, Loz. You're amazing and so helpful to everyone. Oh, Patricia, how are you? All the way from Ireland. Are you in love still? I know I want him, but I feel healed after grieving the breakup for months. Finally, overall better within that. I don't want to wait. Wish I could see movement. Hope that makes sense. I don't want him, but I feel healed after grieving the breakup for months. Finally, overall better within that. I don't want to wait. Wish I could see movement. Hope that makes sense. Thanks. Given good meaning, telling myself he's not ready yet. And when he does, he'll be thrilled with my email and call me. Yes, say that. That's the outcome you want. Exactly, darling. Trying to fight against negative thoughts and doing self-concept affirmations. However, what are some good self-concept and third-party affirmations? Oh, I didn't see that, Elise. It wasn't even there. Trying to fight against negative thoughts and doing self-concept affirmations. However, what are some good self-concept and third-party affirmations? Guys, if the third party is bothering you, it's a sure sign that you don't feel chosen enough. That you compare yourself to others and you see others as a threat because you are wanting, you are lacking in some way, you are wrong in some way, not chosen in some way, not good enough in some way. It's about you. So I can give you all the third party affirmations in the world, like I am the chosen one. He only sees me in his eyes. He only chooses me. He only has eyes for me. But even saying those things makes you think of the third party while you say it. And it's not fixing the actual problem, which is the I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough shit that makes you think you have to say things like he only has eyes for me. Right? I want you to go to the core of the earth, guys, the earth's core, not the crust. Okay, a lot of you worrying about the crust. That's third party affirmation. Why do you need a third party affirmation? Oh, because I feel like he won't choose me because I don't feel chosen or enough to be chosen to be the girlfriend because I think something's wrong with me. I think I'm not enough. I wasn't chosen when I was a kid. I wasn't given love and affection. I always think people are going to leave me. Whatever the thinking is that causes you to think a third party is a threat. Right? Go and do my I'm priority and I'm chosen sleep tapes. Use the affirmation those, darling. I manifest a third party again. Oh, Alexa, I'm not even bothered anymore because I know he'll be back 3 days just catching up. Oh, good, darling. Don't worry about those bitches. Okay, just know, oh, wow, this is my old me playing out, the old I'm not chosen shit playing out. Oh, well, I know what it is. I'm changing it. Wonderful, darling. Thanks. Given good meaning, telling myself is it good, Jade? Okay. I've been affirming SP and I are happily married. He's my husband, and I have been seeing guys that resemble SP in looks and mannerisms. Beautiful, and yes, darling, say that. Absolutely. Take that as beautiful, and oh, this is confirmation. This is all working. Disappointed though, as we're graduating together next week and he lives 6 hours away and we haven't spoken 4 weeks now. Oh, Lacey, we'll just see yourselves as graduating together or see yourselves as talking or don't see the distance as a problem. I mean, I was back to Ireland in September. My daughter is now on great terms with me, buying me flowers, hugs me after all this, his alienation tactics. Thank you for your great advice. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful, Pat. That's great. Are you back in Oz now? Oh, great. Any more questions, guys? Can't see more questions. They're not popping up. God damn it. Anything I missed here? Rihanna, I think I answered your question, darling, about states. Where is it? Can you talk a bit more about states for me, please? People saying you cannot be the old person, otherwise it won't work and you'll be stuck. Just not sure how to get into the state of the woman with my desire. Look, you can have remnants of the old you and still get your manifestation. I've done that, but it's good to get rid of all the old thinking if you can and be the brand new you. But that's hard sometimes, guys. So don't be thrown by some coach saying you have to totally revise the past. You have to totally be a new person. You can't be the servant of two masters. Well, yeah, I know that, but I also have succeeded in being part of the old me and part of the new me. The problem is with that is you'll still be triggered by your old you, and that's when you get triggered in 3D and fuck it up. Right? So being a brand new you with none of the old thoughts is preferable, but how many people achieve that? Not many. Right? So the aim is here, if you do have some old remnants, the old you there, that you won't be thrown by the 3D or you won't react when you are thrown, and you'll react in the way that the new you would react or not react. Right? That's the key here. Doesn't matter if you've still got a bit of the oil still in the glass while you're filling it up with water. The oil remnants might still be there. That doesn't matter, but don't let it throw you, and just decide that you're enough of the new you. You're like 51% the new you, that the new you will prevail every time. You're having a board meeting and there's old you and new you, but new you's got more shares in the company and it has more say. No, we're the new us. Overruled. I veto this decision. Fuck you, old you. And the old you sits there. Oh, I own 49% of this fucking company called Rianne. Right? Just like you're in a company board meeting. As long as you're at 51% new you, tickety boo. Okay? Don't listen to dumb creators who tell you have to do this and have to do that. Do you really? Are you in my subconscious, you dumb bitch? Guys, please stop listening to anyone who talks in absolutes. You absolutely must do this, or you must do this. What a load of crap. They're not in your minds, they don't know. Here, Brianne, I just answered it. So listen again. I just answered it. Watch it back later. Databug. I'm trying to figure out where my I'm not good enough came from because I had the most loving family. So did I, darling. I really want to get over the third-party situation. Well, darling, could be as small as like when you're at school, you had dyslexia, or your parents compared you to other kids in the class, or your sisters or brothers, or you had something wrong with you, like a cleft lip or glasses, or something was different or funny or unique about you, and you felt a bit different. Could be that. Could be that they criticize you and you had a very loving family. You were criticized a lot, or they were very, very strict and made you feel like you did things wrong all the time. So my family were very loving, but my mum was extremely strict. And the strictness made me feel like I always did things wrong. Didn't matter how much she loved me, I would always be scared of her and fearful that I'd get in trouble. Right? It could be a whole lot of stuff. Okay, Rihanna's there if you want to watch it back. Hey Lois, I hope you're doing well. Last days have been hard with this pen third party, but really woke me up to seeing I've been doing it so wrong, not for me, but for her. I finally understand what doing self-concept is, and finally understand why Neville said you can understand something logically, but not truly understand it. I understood all of Neville Goddard's teachings logically for years, and I was visualizing and manifesting things easily for years. But I logically understood that, but I didn't actually experience my self-concept reflecting out and things fucking up, my manifestations fucking up. And when they did, I fully understood what he meant by you are the only cause and your self-concept is everything. And I was like, oh my God, now I realize what he's saying. I can visualize all I like about the manifestation, but if I'm still the old me, I'll fuck this royally. If I'm dominantly the old me, if I'm dominantly not changed. I'm in my SP for the first time with my ex-husband. He tried to play Cupid and reunite us, but I shut it down. He made eye contact with me and was so protective. He shouted at my ex-husband for everything he did to me. Then he said I'm like a sister to him, which I'm revising. A few days later, he called me randomly and asked if we could meet again. And I said, no, I refuse to meet my ex. Then he went quiet and said, well, I work with him, but you got me now. So can I call a message? You can call me or message me whenever. I'm trying to give it all good meaning, but can't understand my SP. Why'd you react like that, Sammy? So you've obviously got some story where your ex-husband's going to ruin everything for you, or he's fucked things up and he's the cause of all your problems, and I can't be around him, and anyone who's around him I can't be around, and he's bad news, and la la la. You got a fucking story about him. So first of all, that's going to fuck you completely, because if this person works with him and you've got some linkage with them together, then this guy won't be able to pursue you, and he's going to think you've got some man hatred going on or some severe issues with your ex. And then how's he going to pursue a relationship with you if you can't get over all the feelings about the ex? Guys, you've got to understand that you caused whatever happened with the ex. If you're not understanding the way your ex ended up showing up, you married him, didn't you? Or you ended up with him, didn't you? At some point he changed. Well, wasn't he all right at the beginning? Otherwise, if he wasn't all right at the beginning and you chose him at the beginning as a complete and fucking total abusive asshole, then hello, how bad must your self-concept have been at the time that you chose him if he was always a dickhead? Right? Or if you turned into a dickhead, you turned him into one with your thinking about yourself and him. So unfortunately, you've got to take responsibility for the way the guy showed up, and don't see all other men like that, or don't see the ex as the person who's going to ruin things for you and let him ruin things for you continually. Now you're the only person ruining it. So this guy's not going to pursue you because what? They work together. Sammy, I don't understand this. You're being triggered as hell by your ex and going to ruin something with someone new who clearly likes you. Why are you doing that? He at one point removed me from WhatsApp. Within the hour, he added me back. Well, good. But stop being triggered. Have you worked on how you fucked it up with the ex in the first place? How you caused a bad relationship, or are you just blaming everything on everyone else? Guys, if someone turns up as complete see you next Tuesday in your reality, you've really got to think, did I have really bad self-concept when I met this person and I let them walk all over me and treat me like a doormat, treat me like shit? Oh, yeah. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying you need to own it and see it. Otherwise, it will happen with other people, or you'll hold on to resentment about the person. Thanks, Oz. Need a good kick. This made me feel a lot better. I know what to do now. Okay, good, Elise. I called him last night, and I don't even understand what the problem is here, Sammy. So what's the actual question? So who's the SP, Sammy? The ex or this new person? I'm really confused. Wait, who are you barking at? Minnie, come here. So, Sammy, can you write your question again, darling? Because I'm confused about what you're asking me. I called him last night and he hung up on me when he answered. Revising the situation, just old story, not triggered. Oh, look, how fucking childish when people do that. I've had that happen to me. And you think, are you right? Are you 12 years old? What the fuck are you doing? You must have a story that's real upset with you, or a real triggered bitch, or got fucking massive issues, more issues than Vogue, or some fucking story about him, darling. Just the old him playing out. Don't worry about it. Sammy, I don't understand. What's the actual question, Sammy? No, I read the last part. You've retracted. What's the actual question? What do you want me to answer? So you're telling me a whole story about exes and WhatsApps and da-da-da. Who's the SP that you're trying to get? And what's the ex got to do with this? It's like completely irrelevant that they work together. You should be able to put that out of your mind and pursue this new person in your mind. But you're fucking it with the ex. Is that what's happening? I'm completely confused about what the question is. Write an actual question like, how do I blah? Because I'm lost as to what you want me to answer. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm just confused about the question. Okay, just write what the actual question is. I figured out where my abandonment issues came from. When my sister was born, I felt pushed aside, even though it wasn't the case, but that's how I felt. That can happen a lot, guys, with little kids. They're used to all this attention from the parents. They've been there 4 or 5 years, 2 years, having all their parents' attention. All of a sudden, a baby comes on, especially if the baby's sickly or premature or something wrong with them or whatever. They get more attention than you, and it can really fuck kids up. Mm-hmm. How do I manifest a good relationship with my SP's family and friends and his daughter, please? Everyone in his family loves me. All his friends adore me. They love having me around. They're always praising me to him. His daughter and I get along so well. I'm a new stepmom to her and she just loves having a stepmom. She never has a stepmom before. She confides in me. She loves being around me. She always wants to spend time with us. She loves me. I'm her favorite person. Anything like that, darling? I'm visualizing myself as who I want to be, what I want to have in my life, part of states too. Absolutely, darling. That's the new you, the new state you're putting yourself in. You've gone from single to coupled up. You've gone from poor to rich. What's your new state? How would you act? What would you see? What would you experience? How would you feel? That's the new you, your new state. Yes. Thanks, Oz. I saw that. So, Sammy, can you tell me what the question is, darling? Because I'm a bit confused what I'm meant to be answering here. Any more questions, guys? There's something going on with this chat where the questions aren't showing up. I asked you the same question this AM, and again, you have passed over it. Something's going on here where I'm not seeing the questions. Okay, here we are, Pat. Can you chat a bit more about money blocks, as I'm still working on that one? I know, more work, but look, everything's to do with your self-concept. So even the fact that you thought I ignored your question then, Pat, is part of your self-concept of feeling ignored. The fact that you actually thought I was ignoring you then, right? So if you ignored as a kid, you think I'm ignoring you in the chat. So everything to do with your money blocks, you're the block, okay? So what's your dominant story about you? Not deserving of things, being looked over for things, being ignored. Money will ignore you. Money will look you over. Money won't be there for you. It's the same thing, right? You've got to think about the fact that you're your only block. So what are your dominant thoughts about you in life? You know what they are. You've had 2 calls with me. Now relate that to money. So I don't deserve it, or I'm not worthy of money, or my book will end up in the bargain bin because, you know, things never work out for me. Whatever the story is about you in life will correlate to what you think about your career and money. Mm-hmm. And people that haven't figured out their money block yet are blaming it on the outside circumstance like money and not realizing they're their only block. So what blocked thoughts, what broke-ass thinking do you have from childhood, from your parents, what they used to say about money, what they used to verbalize about money, like we can't afford that, put that back, you can't have everything. When you're later in life, you're going to have to work hard to make money. Your dad worked so hard for this, don't break it. Can't believe you just did that. That cost us so much money. Whatever your parents used to say will influence your thoughts about money. Add that in with your self-concept about yourself, and there's your money block. So write it all down, Pat, all your thoughts about money and all your thoughts about yourself, and you'll see what you need to change, what you need to swap out for affirmations that are the opposite. Okay, thank you so much. So if something unfavorable happens in 3D, am I to stop and think, no, I'm this new version person, so I'm not reacting to it, I'm not getting triggered, not my story, etc. Exactly, darling. Oh, well, look at this shit. Well, the new me, the old me would react, but the new me knows not to react. The new me knows this is just the old me playing out, so I'm not going to fucking react. I'm the new version of me now. The new version doesn't react to this shit. Mm-hmm. What's a good affirmation for a physical glow up? I'm still waiting for the new anti-aging track. Oh, the anti-aging track. Oh, that's the other one I got to add to the list. Anti-aging track. I forgot about that one. I am glowing. My skin is positively glowing. Everyone's commenting on my beautiful glowing skin. I don't have a wrinkle on my face. All my wrinkles have gone away. I look positively 25. Whatever would help you feel young and glowed up. Everyone's asking me what I've done to myself. Everyone's so impressed by how I look, how I am now. Everyone's asking me, wow, you've really leveled up. What have you done? Hmm. I want the new SP, working on my self concept at the moment. So I get that okay, so Sammy, let me just read this. I want the new SP, working on my self concept at the moment so that I get pursued as I have an issue of putting my ex on the pedestal. Okay, how can I work on not being feared of my ex? Why has your ex got anything to do with this? Just because they work together, just decide that that has no bearing on whether this other relationship with this guy is going to work. The ex is not going to have any influence over him. You have nothing to fear. He's going to leave you alone. He's got his own life. He's found someone else. He has no influence over this new relationship and you've got nothing to fear. If you put him on a pedestal or think he's got some influence over your life, he will continue to do that until you stop thinking of him as having some kind of influence. I'm in my new relationship now and he leaves me alone. He's got nothing to do with us and he doesn't influence my new SP. My new SP thinks I'm the ants pants. He's put me on a pedestal. I don't put him on a pedestal. I'm up there and he treats me like a queen. And I'm the new me. And because I'm the new me, my ex reacts to the new me and the new man reacts to the new me. They both react to my new self-concept. So my ex is completely changed and my new SP thinks I'm the fucking queen bee, right? Imagine your ex seeing you the same way this guy does. It's like lauding you and thinking you're wonderful and not having anything to do with the old you anymore, not seeing the old you anymore. If you've totally revised yourself, guys, and see yourself as the new version, even exes who've been completely shitty, abusive, horrible will completely change and treat you well. Stop thinking he's got any influence over what happens now. Is that what you're asking? My SP was busy at work yesterday, but the day before he was checking me out again. A woman who he was with said, well, you're allowed to check him out and mention his name. Oh, wonderful, darling. So they knew each other apparently. Oh, very good. Progress. Wonderful, darling. Thank you, Loz. Okay, got it, Pat. I need the anti-aging trait, yes. Right, okay, I really need to get into that state. I remember when I used to react easily to things. Now it doesn't bother me and I work through it calmly and easily. Yes, the great thing to say. Say that. Thank you, Loz. Okay. Do I wish my SP happy birthday tomorrow if I can't communication with him? Darling, it's up to you. If you do it with confidence and think he's just going to love you doing that, then do it. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as you do it with confidence and think the outcome's going to be great, the outcome will be great. If you do it with hesitancy, if you think maybe you shouldn't do it, if you're even asking me, maybe not. It's up to you. Do it with confidence. Imagine they're thrilled to hear from you. Did I miss any here? What's this? My new me hasn't caught up when I spend money, even though I have it. Thank you for everything else. Oh, okay. So look, if you still are thinking old money thoughts, like when you spend the money, you kind of think, oh God, maybe I should be budgeting. Decide you're like Bill Gates or like, I don't know, Warren Buffett, that you still budget even though you're a gazillionaire. There are tight ass rich people, guys. So if you're still in the state of budgeting or still in the state of I can't afford this, but you got the money, just be like, oh, well, I'm still tight, but that means I get more money because I keep my money. Decide that you're a tight billionaire. Okay? That's the question. All right, guys, I'm going to go soon. What's this, Alexa? What are we talking about? Alexa question mark. He would love it. Yes, decide he would love it. I did all the money I spent gets returned to me, and that day I got refunded my meal and extra money. Oh, that's a great one. All the money I spend gets returned to me. That's a good one. It's like arigato, you know that Japanese tradition where you go arigato, saying thank you and return with your friends, return tenfold or whatever with your friends. So as you spend it, imagine it's going out and coming back tenfold. Hi, Ruby. How you darling? I did all the money I spent gets returned to me. That's great. Tara, hi Tara. Hi Loz, I got confused today because SP seems to be going through something. I'm not game enough to ask what it is because I don't want to know if it's movement in the 3D. I'm just letting it happen. But I'm an empath and his mood filled me with sorrow because all I want to do is be there for him. How does that affect what I manifest? Well, you can ask him, Tara, and just decide that you can be his shoulder to cry on, and he loves to talk to you and he always expresses his feelings and tells you what's going on with him. And you're his rock and his soft place to land. He loves to discuss things with you and it won't make any difference if you ask. And he loves that you care about him and he loves that you're an empath and he loves that you feel your feelings and he loves that he can share with you. Decide that. Or decide he's totally over whatever it is and there's nothing bothering him and he's fine. Either way, whatever you decide that it's the best outcome. Or see him as gotten over whatever the fuck's going on. Hi, Loz, I missed you. Oh, Ruby, it's been ages. What do you mean? Well, I haven't been on lives much. Any more questions, guys? Is there any I missed? If there's any I missed, guys, repeat them. Uh, mm, mm, mm. What are some good affirmations for when you think you are the one before the one they marry? What, you're the rebound girl, or you're the fun girl, or you're the good time girl? Get rid of that. I am the wife. I am so fucking wifey. I'm the one you want to marry. Everyone wants to marry me. I am fully wifey. Mhm. Money manifestation all the way. Oh, really, really wonderful. Hi, Lord. Start to see movement with ASPX, but now 3D is completely the opposite of what I want. Should I live in the end or affirm that's just a bridge of instance? You can live in the end, like this is coming, but this is just a bridge right now, but I know this is coming, if that helps. Okay. This right now, this is just a bridge, but this is coming. It's on its way. It's already done. I know it's done. I just can't see it yet. This is just some old shit playing out. Okay. Hi, Loz. Still love how I've been wanting to ask you a question. Then I've just imagined what you said and answered the question. Thank you. You're amazing. You answered your own question. Oh, wonderful, darling. That's great. It's great when you can answer your own questions in here, guys. I'll not need to watch anymore because you already know the answer. That's wonderful. All right, guys, what should I call this? Money blocks. That's a good one. We talked about that. Money blocks and get commitment or commitment. SP commitment. That's what I'll call the thumbnail. Okay, guys? And I'll be live tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST, Tuesday. Is there a link for your course? Not yet, guys. I looked for one, but I couldn't see one. I thought you mentioned it last week. There is a link. I'll put in the comments here to sign up for the alert for when the course is out. Okay. So it's just a link to like a subconscious laws alert page where you put your email in your name so that you'll be alerted when the course and the coaching is launched. Okay. Because the actual course isn't out yet. I'll put the link in the chat here, guys. SP and I have been talking and seeing each other vaguely. He messaged me about me passing my uncle very formal, and it's left me on red. Don't worry about it, darling. Just imagine that he's used it as an excuse to talk to you, and he's just not dealing with grief very well and doesn't know what to say, so that's all it is. And he's just leaving you to grieve, and he'll be talking to you soon, or see you and him together, or whatever you want. Just imagine that this is just a little blip because he doesn't know how to talk to you while there's grief going on or something. I'll watch anyway because you're hilarious. What's this? What's this, Rippy? And I've had movement from him, although we are apart right now. I just want some advice on something more solid. It's hard to visualize, and it's been very rocky between us and children's situation. Okay, Ruby, what's the question? Put it down. It's hard for me to get rid of the old story, JML99. Is revision good technique to let the pain and memories go? Yes, guys, go back to the scene in your mind and change it to what you wish you'd heard, experienced, seen, etc., and loop that in your mind until it feels like it's gone away, until it feels natural. Hey, Loz, I've been seeing dreams of my SP, which aren't nice. Doesn't mean I've got to change something. Don't worry about it, darling. Just wake up and be like, oh, it's just the old them playing out, the old story playing out. Fuck those dreams. They don't mean anything. They don't mean what you think they mean. Thanks, Tara. Okay, you got that, Tara? Okay, good. Hi, Loz. SP's come back, but he's told me he has other commitments and isn't looking for a relationship. What should I affirm? We're in a beautiful, blissful, happy relationship. He's so committed to me. That was the old him playing out where I thought he didn't love me. Or fuck that old him. That's just the old you. Your old thoughts manifest. Did you think he didn't want to commit to you? Well, there you go. It's come out of his mouth. Victoria, I give my 10-year-old son everything I can money-wise. I'm doing well, so treat him often. I'm scared he's going to be a spoiled brat because he gets everything, but Max and him to think he can have it all. Something. Okay, we'll decide that even though you spoil him, he knows the value of money. He's very appreciative. He's going to be a hardworking kid when he's later on, and he's not going to take advantage of anyone, and he's not going to expect handouts, and he becomes the kid you want him to become. Don't imagine he's going to be spoiled. You thinking he's going to be spoiled is going to manifest. So stop thinking that. Would it be enough to just know that it's going to happen soon? Yes. I just have this big feeling of knowing it will. That's perfect. That's the knowing. That's what you want to have. Great. Thank you. Okay, Nadia. Abby, how do we stop hot and cold thoughts? I'm always affirming I know he loves me, although I feel we have been up and down a lot with a little commitment. So the hot and cold thoughts is you're thinking hot like he loves me and you're thinking cold like he doesn't love me. Either way, you got to get rid of that old cold thinking and think more of the hot thoughts. It's just playing out what you think. Can you completely revise your past as long as you imprint the new story well enough? I can't. I've tried it and I've found it very hard to totally revise my past, so I've never bothered. But there are people who have. So, Patty, if you want to do it, do it. Hi, Loz, just found your channel and like your explanations. I can actually understand LOA. You're great. Oh, good, darling. Wonderful. My SP cheated on me in the past and I'm struggling to get rid of the old story. I know that I caused it, but it's difficult to believe that you can recreate a person after all that happened. So you just contradicted yourself there. You know you caused it, but you still think they're the way they are and they're stuck like that as a cheater. Well, didn't you cause the cheating? by thinking you weren't enough and not good enough and other girls' competition and he didn't love you and didn't want you and wasn't committed to you. Oh, hang on. I reflected those thoughts to him and he became me. He became my thoughts. He was my mirror. What was I thinking? He mirrored that. He didn't want me, he didn't love me. Oh, I've become it. I'm a cheater. I'm running off and fucking other girls because you think I don't want you. You think I don't love you. They're only your mirror. So don't say to me that you understand it and then say, how do I get over this? Well, he mirrored you, didn't he? So if you understand you're the only cause, you've got to totally revise him as the new him, see him and you as a person who's fully committed and get rid of the old story of him. Otherwise, you're fucked. Because otherwise, you're still going to think the old thoughts of him and he'll mirror those back again. You'll cheat again. And you'll be like, he's a cheater. No, you thought he was. He doesn't love me. No, you thought he didn't. And he mirrored you. Got it? I will continue your I am loved affirmations. Last time I let it run for over 8 hours. Ah, Blue Gem, did you? Wonderful. Where, Rupi, is your question here, darling? Because I'm about to leave and I can't see it. SP and I have been talking and seeing each other vaguely. He messages me about my passing my uncle. Okay, I saw that. Any more questions, guys? Okay, so the thumbnail is going to be called Money Blocks and Get Commitment or SP Commitment, okay? And I will be live 9 p.m. tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for the super chats, those who sent them to me. And thanks so much for joining me, guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.